Hola, ¿qué tal? Hoy es miércoles 19 de junio y llegamos al fin, el último día. We made it to the end. Today is the last day where you have to do work. This kind of work for the chapter anyway. So we are going to look at the new set of vocabulary when we talk about movies and TV shows. El mundo del cine. Cine, movies and television programs. Okay, so you have your vocabulary here. Una película, you know that word from the last chapter, a movie. Una película de humor, and there are a lot of cognates here. Una película de humor, like a comedy. It could also be comedia, una comedia. The word may be here, I don't know. Una comedia o una película de humor. Una película dramática, a drama. Una película de terror, a horror movie. La entrada, the ticket, la entrada. La pantalla, the screen. El actor, the actor. Y la actriz, the actress. Un documental, documentary. Una película musical, a musical. Una película romántica. Una película de misterio. Una película de ciencia ficción. Una película de acción. Una película de guerra, war movie. Y la estrella, the star. So there are a lot of cognates here. La estrella, the movie star. And here you have more useful words. El estreno, the opening. La película, the movie. Una película, a movie. Aburrida, boring, or aburrido. Here they're all in the feminine form because I think they're talking about movie. Aburrida, animada, conmovedora, creativa, deprimente, emocionante, entretenida, épica, de espanto, scary, estupenda, imaginativa, impresionante, sorprendente, de suspenso y trágica. These are all adjectives to describe movies. And some verbs, estrenar una película, to release a film or a movie, y presentar una película, to show a film or a movie. Okay, so that's your vocabulary. And after doing the activities to practice some with the new vocabulary, we are going to take a look at ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers indicate position in a series or or order. Okay, first, second, third. Okay, the first 10 ordinal numbers in Spanish are listed below here, and ordinal numbers above tenth, above decimal, are very rarely used. Okay, so it's good news because you just have to learn 10. Okay, so ordinal numbers are adjectives and agree in number and gender when the noun with the nouns that they modify. Okay, they usually precede the noun, so they come before the noun. Okay, so you have primer, and I'll explain here in a minute why we have primer and primero. So here you see that we have feminine and masculine, and we also have to have singular and plural if what we're talking about is singular and plural. Primero, primera. Segundo, segunda. Tercero, tercera. Cuarto, cuarta. Quinto, quinta. Sexto, sexta. Séptimo, séptima. Octavo, octava. Noveno, novena. Décimo y décima. And of course, if it's plural, we add the S, okay? So, they have to agree in gender and number. So, for example, we have, if you say el cuarto año, the fourth year. Year is masculine and singular. So, we say el cuarto año. La octava sinfonía, the eighth symphony. Sinfonía is feminine, so we're going to use the feminine form, La Octava Sinfonía. Now, when you have a masculine and singular noun, we use for first and third, we use the shortened form of primero and tercero without the O. So we say el primer concierto, the first concert, el tercer curso de español with masculine and singular nouns. Now, when do we use primero or tercero? Or primera, yes, primero or tercero. This is only with masculine, okay? So if we have a feminine noun, that doesn't happen, okay? So for example, I say primera semana, week. La semana is feminine. La semana, I will say primera. So we don't drop the A. La primera semana. Or la tercera semana. So only with masculine and singular forms, and singular nouns. Okay, when it's plural, let's see, what example do we have here? El primer concierto. El primer concierto, see, we do have to drop it there because it's singular. But if I say the first concerts, I'm going to say los primeros conciertos. Okay, so we drop the O only when it's singular and masculine. Okay, now when it's plural and masculine, we don't. We also, when do we use the singular form of primero and tercero? Because we do use those. We use them when they are pronouns, when they are replacing the noun. So for example, I say, is this the first concert? If I say, let's see, es este el primer concierto? See, we have to drop the O because we have a masculine singular form. But if I answer yes, it is the first one, okay? I'm not using the word concierto anymore. I'm saying it's the first one. I'm going to say sí es el primero, okay? So when it becomes a pronoun because it's replacing concert, I do use primero, okay? The same thing with tercero. Es este el tercer concierto? Sí, es el tercero. Okay? When it's replacing the noun. Okay? We use the whole form. Okay? I hope that makes sense. With the other ones, you just have to, that doesn't happen. So, cuarto, cuarta, and masculine or singular, masculine or feminine, singular or plural. Okay? After 10th, décimo, it's very rare to use cardinal numbers. So we say el piso 14 instead of saying the 14th floor. We say the floor 14, okay, or century 21, okay. El siglo 21, el piso 14. Okay, it's not common at all to use cardinal numbers after décimo, after 10th. Okay, muy bien. All right, let's keep moving. This last day, there's going to be a few more things that we need to cover. We're going to skip this part. Hay que, we're not going to do this. And we're going to go to direct object pronouns, okay? Los pronombres de complemento directo y la A personal. We did cover a little bit about the personal A in the last chapter, okay? So what are direct object pronouns, okay? So direct objects receive the action of the verb and answer the questions what or whom. For example, I need to do what? You need to buy the ticket, buy the concert ticket, buy what? The concert tickets by Monday, okay? Yes, I do need to buy them. So them is going to replace, what is it going to replace? The concert tickets, okay? So this, them, is a direct object pronoun because it's replacing a noun, okay? What do you need to buy? I need to buy the concert tickets by Monday. I need to buy them, okay? So them is a direct object. I have to call whom? You have to call your agent. yes, I have to call him. Okay, so them and him and her and me, and those are direct object pronouns. But this is in English. What happens in Spanish? The same thing happens in Spanish. When we are replacing, that's why they're called pronouns, because they replace nouns. So, for example, María toca dos instrumentos muy bien. Okay, María plays two instruments very well. You can say María plays them very well. So how are we going to replace dos instrumentos with a pronoun, a direct object pronoun? We're going to change it with los. Okay. So María los toca muy bien. Yes, María plays them very well. So los is replacing dos instrumentos. This is plural and masculine. Okay. And the second here, sacamos un CD el 1 de septiembre. We're releasing a CD the 1st of September. So, sacamos un CD. We're releasing it. That would be in English. How would it be in Spanish? This is singular and masculine. Okay? So, lo sacamos en el 1 de septiembre. El 1 de septiembre. Okay? Instead of saying the whole thing again, instead of saying we are releasing the CD the 1st of September, we're going to use a pronoun, okay? Lo sacamos el 1 de septiembre. I don't know what my computer is doing here. Okay, so let's look at the third here. ¿Tienes las entradas? Do you have the tickets? ¿Tienes las entradas? And we can say, do you have them? Okay. Las tienes. You have them. Las tienes. Notice, if you have been able to note the pattern here, that in English you put the direct object pronoun after the verb, and in Spanish we put it before the verb. Okay? Los toca, lo sacamos, las tienes. Okay, before the verb. Okay. No conozco a Benicio del Toro. Remember, with to know, when we are talking about a person, we have to use the personal a, la a persona. No conozco a Benicio del Toro. I don't know Benicio del Toro. I could say I don't know him. So instead of saying him, I'm going to say no lo conozco. No lo conozco. Okay? Lo is replacing Benicio del Toro. Okay? Siempre veo a Selena Gomez en la televisión. I always see Selena Gomez on television. Or I always see her in television. Siempre la veo. Okay, so notice here that we are putting the direct object pronoun before the verb. La veo, lo conozco, las tienes, lo sacamos, los toca. Okay? So here are the pronouns for yo. The equivalent would be me, the one that is receiving the action. Me, spelled the same way, but it's not me, it's me. Me, te, lo, or la, for you. It depends on if it's a singular, feminine or masculine. Lo or la. Nos, os, los, las, los, and las. Okay? Now, I told you that we put these pronouns before the verb, right? And it's correct. We put them before the verb. Now, when the verb is in the infinitive form, or in the present participle that we learned yesterday with ando and yendo, so infinitive or the present participle, we are going to attach these pronouns to the infinitive, to the end of the infinitive, or to the end of the present participle. So, for example, ¿tienes los discos compactos? You can say sí, los tengo. Okay, so this goes before the verb. Now, tengo que traer los instrumentos. So, traer is in the infinitive form. And so we're going to replace los instrumentos. We're going to say I have to bring them. Okay? So, we can say los tengo que traer if the verb is conjugated. Los tengo que traer. Or tengo que traerlos. Okay, if we use the infinitive form here, we attach the direct object pronoun to the infinitive. Okay, we either put it before tengo, which is a conjugated verb, or attached to the infinitive. Either way, okay? Los tengo que traer or tengo que traerlos. Either way is fine. Tiene que llevar su guitarra. Tiene que llevar su guitarra. So if we put it before the verb, it has to be before the conjugated verb, right? La tiene que llevar, or we can attach it to the infinitive. Tiene que llevarla. Tiene que llevarla. So before the conjugated verb or attached to the infinitive, okay? What about the present participle, the ando yendo? ¿Por qué estás escribiendo una canción para tu madre? So, estás escribiendo una canción. We're going to replace una canción with the direct object pronoun. Writing it, okay? So, we can either put the pronoun before the conjugated verb or attached to the yendo verb. So, for example, la estoy escribiendo porque es su cumpleaños. Or, estoy escribiéndola porque es su cumpleaños. Either way, okay? So, with infinitives or the present participle, we're going to attach the pronouns to those verbs, or they're going to go before a verb that is conjugated, okay? Muy bien. So, I think that is it. Do your activities. You are going to have quite a few today, so take your time and try to get as much practice as possible. And congratulations, you have made it this far. Felicitaciones. And I hope that you have been able to learn something. And please finish everything by Friday. All that you have to do, except for, we don't have conferences or conversaciones activity. And there will be no makeup time or extensions because I don't have time to give you that, okay? So thank you for being so patient with me and for working very hard. And good luck in your next classes and in everything that you are going to do next year. It's been my pleasure, okay? Un placer conocerlos. Chao, hasta pronto.